channel, A Little Taste of Peru. My name is Des, and let me tell you a little bit about myself. I was born in Peru, came here when I was very young, and all throughout growing up, my mother has always made Peruvian dishes. And over the years, I've learned these recipes and just tweaked them to make them my way. And now I would like to share these amazing recipes with you guys. I'm not a professional chef, so all these recipes are solely the way I make them. So if you have made them in the past, these dishes might not have all the ingredients that a typical Peruvian dish might have, but you know, it still tastes delicious, it's quick, and it's my little bit of taste of Peru in them. For today's dish, I'm gonna be making something called tallarines verdes, or green pasta if you translate it. You guys might also know it pasta and pesto sauce, but it's not your traditional pesto sauce. This one is a little bit different. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at the ingredients. Now guys, let me go over the list of ingredients for the tallarines verdes, or the green pasta that we're gonna be making. I have about 2 bunches of basil, and what I'm gonna do with the basil is that I'm gonna take out all the leaves that are in it, because that's what we're gonna be using, only the leaves. And I'm gonna throw them into a colander, because what I'm gonna do is that afterwards we're gonna go ahead and just give it a nice rinse. Also, I have here baby spinach, but you could use any type of spinach you want. And we're also gonna throw that in and wash it along. This recipe also includes some feta cheese. Now, if you don't prefer feta cheese, you could use queso fresco or fresh cheese. That works as well. I'm gonna put in 1 clove of garlic, salt, pepper, and oil. That's going to be for the cream of the green pasta. Now, for the pasta itself, you could use whatever pasta you like. There's really no preference. You could use just whatever you have on hand. All right? So without further ado, guys, let's get cooking. All right. So I have rinsed out my spinach and my basil. It's right here. And what I've done is that I have a boiling pot of hot water for my pasta, and I have a pan of also boiling water, and this is going to be for my spinach and my basil. So I'm going to show you guys what I do. Now, again, this is my way. Believe it or not, my mom doesn't even do it like this. The spinach and the basil, what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to drop them right in there. And what I want is for the spinach mostly to kind of get a little bit cooked and softer, because after this I'm going to put everything in the blender. You actually are not going to need to cook anything else in the stove. So I'm going to let it do just 1 quick boil. So it's going to take like about 1 minute for it to boil very quickly. And we don't want to leave it longer than a minute, because the basil will turn brown, and obviously you don't want a brown sauce when it's supposed to be green pasta. So I'm just going to give it a quick minute, and my pasta water is already boiling, so I'm going to go ahead and also throw my pasta in. Just put my pasta in to get cooking, and I want to show you guys basically what I do. All I have to do is just take everything out, and I do it with a fork and put it right into your blender. Just like that. So now the basil and spinach is inside my blender, and let's go ahead and see how I add all the other ingredients. Okay guys, I have everything in my blender, Now this other part is super quick because this is how quick this is done. So all I'm gonna do is just throw all the ingredients in. So remember, I have my basil and my spinach. To that, I'm going to add my cheese, and then I'm gonna add my 1 clove of garlic. I'm also gonna put a pinch of salt, not too much. We're gonna go ahead and taste it later to see if the salt is good enough or not. I don't like to start off with too much because my feta cheese has a little bit of salt in it already. And then of course the pepper. And you don't have to add water or anything because the basil leaves and the spinach already have that water from when we were boiling them. So now it's time to blend it. I like to stop it in between blendings just to put in everything that might have gotten stuck on the side of the blender. I just like to throw that all right back in there. We don't want to waste any little bit of food. And guys, it smells amazing. All right, let's continue blending. All right, guys, so I'm going to give it a salt taste. Oh my God, it's perfect. So now I'm gonna take my oil and I'm going to drizzle it as it's blending, little by little, like a line type of thing. You'll see. It's gonna get a little loud. And our green sauce is all done. Now let's see how the taste test goes, okay? All right, guys, now this is my favorite part, which is the taste test. Let's see if it passes. And this just looks really, really good. And I put it next to a piece of chicken, but you guys could do pork chops, steak, you could do whatever, you know, piece of meat you want. You don't even have to put any meat. You can have it next to a garlic bread if you want. I mean, there's really no set rule on, you know, how to eat this dish. So let's go ahead and see. Oh my God, this is really good. This is really, really good, guys. Guys, please definitely give it a try. I know you guys are gonna love it, but either way, if you do try it, leave me comments and tell me if it was easy, if you tweaked it, if you put a little bit of your own seasoning. I would love to hear all that from you guys. Also, please don't forget to subscribe, and till next time with a little taste of Peru, I'm Des. Have a nice day, guys. Bye.